Shilpa, how did the idea come to you, that I should do something like that? So where did the idea come from?
Uh, a very, very good evening to everyone present. I, when my mom called me in the morning and she asked me if I was ready for today's event, I was actually in a daze because I didn't know how to answer that question. This really has been a dream. I've been thinking about it for the longest time. I'm so happy that it's eventually seen the light of day. And I truly believe that, there are some things in life that you can't plan. And many things are predestined. Actually, everything in life is predestined. And I know for sure that the Great Indian Diet definitely was. So I didn't plan it. I've always constantly been asked how I maintain my body and how I've lost all my pregnancy weight. And that was always a constant question. Every time I'd go to events, I'd meet people at airports. And I just thought that maybe this is one way of, answering all those questions in one shot. But I did think of writing a book a long time back, but it wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the expertise of Luke Coutinho. And he again came into my life just by chance, and I have Aksha to blame for that. She was just casually mentioning that, she's got this nutritionist on board for her son, and our children are just 6 months apart. So I was like, okay, let me meet him. And I was 32 kilos overweight after my baby. I was doing my own thing, and I met Luke. And we just got down to talking, and he started telling me about, what to do for Vian. And I actually used to maintain a log book talking about what my son's eating and what I've introduced, what are the new things I've done. So he laughed at me and he was like, you don't need me, Shilpa, because you're already doing the stuff that that I was going to prescribe for your son. And that's how we got down to talking. And in the process, he saw me shed those 32 kilos after 5 months. And he was like, what are you doing? So at that time, I remember telling him, well, the world's running after quinoa and I'm doing it with rajma chawal. And that is what struck the chord between Luke and me. And we got down to talking, and we were on this long flight together, and he was showing me some research that he had done. And he's got a great repertoire, and he's known in the whole circle of health and nutrition. And I looked at him and I was like, I really wish I could do stuff like this, because, this really is my thing. I nag my husband, I nag my family members, I nag my friends, how they can make that slight lifestyle modification. And you come from that milieu. I really wish I had someone, who could help me do this. And he and I got together, and he actually had these, had these notes, and I had some points, and he elucidated on them, and that's how the book happened. So that is actually the answer to your question. So it was not planned, it wasn't contrived. I never thought that it would become what it's become today, but I really hope it's going in the right direction. I really hope I can make a small change in people's lives, making them healthier. And unfortunately, I really wish we're able to shift focus from, weight loss and focus on gaining health. That really is what we wanted to do, and that was the intent with the Great Indian Diet. And it's so easy to do it because it's all homegrown, it's home produce. We don't need to run after imported stuff, making our diet plans expensive. Why don't we believe in what we have? You go to London today, you go to Holland and Barrett, and I feel very proud because there's extra virgin hand-pressed coconut oil, there's clarified butter, ghee, okay, on the stands, and they're so expensive. And here we have it in our country, and we don't want to focus on it. So through this book, I really hope Luke and I are able to throw light on how easy it is and how simplified we've made it. If anybody wants to lose weight, if anybody wants to stay healthy, we have to stop being weight obsessed and be health obsessed.
All right, well said, yeah.